Morning. Laura made landfall overnight and is right now marching through the eastern parts of East Texas and western Louisiana. It is now downgraded to a Category 2, still dangerous after it made landfall as a Category 4. The storm at one point had 150-mile-per-hour wind gust as it approached the coast. Now, authorities in that area say they're really not going to be able to return until tomorrow or Saturday to survey the damage because of that influx of rain, that tidal surge, and some flooding.
Those strong winds as well knocked windows out of buildings. We're seeing glass all over Lake Charles this morning, but totally different story here in East Texas. Marcus, we're just now seeing a little bit of Laura in deep East Texas. What can you tell us?
Yeah, this really expands all the way over toward the Texas and Louisiana border, Cynthia, where we're dealing with some moderate and at times some heavier rainfall, but we are seeing this precipitation let up just a little bit more. This is live Doppler radar this morning, and you'll notice here over the last hour, first of all, we'll point out where the center of circulation is approaching near Natchitoches right now. Multiple flash flood warnings in effect. We do have one in effect for our Toledo Bend area. That's going to be for Sabine County going until 12:15. Some of the rainfall totals there have totaled almost to 3 inches in a couple of these spots. Now the wind speeds now, that's helping tell the story a bit more. That northerly and northeast wind 10 to almost 20 miles an hour, and we've even seen some higher wind gusts approach near 30 in a couple of spots. Hemphill right now with a wind gust up to about 44 at this particular moment. So Laura, this storm continuing just to show signs of not letting up just yet. It is weakening, that's for sure, but because of how big and how wide this storm was, that means it is going to take a while for this storm to finally let up, and it has so much moisture to work with such that it's going to bring a lot of rain to parts of Arkansas, heading toward Missouri, Kentucky, in the southern part of the Ohio Valley as we get to the end of this week. It is still a Category 2 at this time, but you can also notice here how the storm has begun to weaken just a bit more. We're looking at the cloud tops here, and the cloud tops, instead of there being some of the darker oranges and reds before it made landfall, which it has these type of colors when it's over warm ocean water, it's beginning to weaken itself out just a little bit more. So this will gradually come to an end, but still has so much moisture to work with such that it is going to lead to a little bit more precipitation. Look at these tightly compact areas of pressure here. These are the black lines. These are lines of equal pressure. The tighter that they are together, the stronger the winds that are occurring on the inside of the storm, and those winds expand all the way out from the center, easily up to about 40 to 60 miles away. So that's why we're still seeing some tropical storm force winds and a few of our southeastern areas. So we'll continue to monitor this. More moisture will stream in, especially on the backside over parts of southeast Texas. This is a lot of rain for them. We too are picking up on the precipitation. Rainfall total is not too high, but look at Hemphill approaching near 4 inches. The site there at 3.79. The rest of us some meager amounts, but we'll definitely take the precipitation that we have been getting. We're in the 70s for us here at this time, but tomorrow afternoon we start to warm up toward the 90s, and by the weekend maybe mid and upper 90s as overnight lows go back toward the mid 70s. So warmer days are to come for us after this precipitation will gradually come to an end. This morning though, a bit muggy, but overall not too bad for us, especially when you account for that breeze that we're dealing with here in East Texas. I'm going to send it over to meteorologist Carson Vickroy. He has more on some of the safety tips and ways that you can be prepared before the storms move in, even if we happen to deal with another storm like this here in the next couple of weeks, because hurricane season is peaking right about now. Carson.
Yep. We're certainly not out of the woods yet, Marcus. You know, not only with this storm, but as you mentioned, we still have lots of hurricane season to go, and we also have our secondary severe weather season on the way. So this holds true, especially when we do get those tornado warnings, and anytime we do have a straight line wind threat like what we're seeing from Laura. Here are some safety tips for you. Once again, if you have a basement, go there if things do start to turn downhill. But once again, if you don't have a basement, basement, and a lot of homes in East Texas don't because of the soil. You can go to the interior room of your house as far away from you to the outside world as possible, put plenty of walls in between you and the outside world, and also get away from windows. So that might be an interior closet, that may be an interior bathroom as well. That's one of our concerns for the remainder of the morning, are those damaging wind gusts, especially if you do live in not so sturdy shelter. Now here are some flooding safety tips, because as Marcus mentioned, across Sabine County, we've seen several inches of rain already. Heavy rain, obviously, it can rapidly rise those water levels for those rivers, those creeks that feed the Sabine River, anything like that. And typically, we have standing water on the roadways as well. And it can be deceivingly not as deep as what we typically see. 6 inches of water, a person can be swept away. A foot of water, even worse. A small car, small SUV, those can be swept away as well. A little higher than that, 1.5 feet. Large vehicles like trucks and 18-wheelers, those can also float away as well. Now, of course, we will continue to keep you updated throughout the morning on Hurricane Laura's progress, and one of the ways you can stay tuned is by streaming us live on the web at fox51.com.
It's now 8:36. Caught on camera video showing a dangerous Hurricane Laura as it made landfall. This footage was captured in Lake Charles, right by where the storm reached the coast. Now, some of this video doesn't last long as the streams were knocked out by those brutal Category 4 winds. But as you can see, intense rainfall, dangerous lightning, and powerful wind gusts. The footage serving as a reminder that Laura is dangerous and everyone in its path should seek shelter and stay safe.
Does have impressive strength, and check this out, footage from NOAA's Goes East satellite showing an intense burst of lightning within Hurricane Laura from space, lighting up the screen. Another destructive element of this storm, more proof that this Category 4 hurricane, when it hit landfall, definitely packed a punch to the Lake Charles area. Tornadoes are another possibility of this aftermath. And look at this, a reporter covering Hurricane Laura had a close call with a burst of electricity. Meteorologist Justin Horn was in the middle of a live report when the flash of current went off just feet away, nearly hitting him. The flash was followed by sparks, as you can see, crackling through the branches of a tree behind him. The tense moment caught on camera. Horn thankfully jumped out of the way and went to a different spot to finish his live report. It's not clear if the blast was a lightning strike or a blown transformer. I think we saw some reports on social media, on Twitter, that it was a blown transformer, but no injuries. Just seriously so lucky.
Look at that. As soon as it hits, he just runs away and he's laughing. I don't think I would be laughing in a situation like that.
Laughing if I pee my pants.
Anyway, let's talk about something else now. Tens of thousands of East Texans could have lost their power this morning if those high winds would have knocked down electrical lines. Now, thankfully, the storm was a little bit more to the east, but there are some outages right now in deep East Texas. SWEPCO has called extra workers here in East Texas, anticipating widespread outages. Crews will be ready to respond when pole and lines come down, whether they fall on roads or bridges. They're going to be ready to respond. They are urging drivers to avoid power lines that have fallen on streets or highways. And SWEPCO says when a backup generator is plugged into your home circuit box, it creates a danger to the repair crews and others. Thousands of volts of electricity could kill someone, and they advise you to have an emergency outage kit filled with flashlights, water, and non-perishable food. SWEPCO has over 100 staff members standing by.
So we spent the past several days assessing what could be the possible damage, and then reaching out to our sister companies to see if they could send us some resources. So we do have roughly about 1,000 resources between line crew personnel and forestry resources coming in from other states.
Now, here's a look at the damage in Longview from a 2019 storm that caused entire neighborhoods to lose their power. 32,000 people with no electricity after trees fell on electrical lines. This wasn't a hurricane, though, but a similar impact is expected from Laura in parts of Texas and Louisiana. Those who lived through last year's storm say they were prepared this time around.
That's right. Here in East Texas, we have been blessed for seemingly calm weather so far, but our neighboring state of Louisiana is getting absolutely brutally beaten by that storm. We'll bring in Fox 51's Mike Owens this morning to show us some of the damage that we're seeing now that the sun is coming up. It is just heartbreaking.
That's exactly right, Cynthia. Heartbreaking is the word to use this morning. Now, earlier this week, the National Weather Service evacuated the area, urging residents to protect themselves and get out of harm's way. Now, all morning we've been seeing some of these similar signs that they were warning against. But take a look at this. Here you can see just how strong these overnight winds were. A fierce night of storms, and now with light peeking outside, we are getting a real sense of some of the damage. Now, this is a Motel 6, and you can see the third and top floor there literally in shambles. Damaged roofs, water damage being reported in many of the businesses and homes in that area. A mandatory evacuation was put in place Tuesday. Residents clearing out of the area were praying for the best as they wake up, but as you'll hear from the governor this morning, they were lucky.
And so we really don't have a full assessment yet. The good news is we didn't lose communications at all. And so we are quickly talking to local officials, trying to figure out exactly what the situation is.
Now take a look at this video from inside of one man's home there who was awakened by the storm. His house hit by the hurricane, now left with significant damage. Now when walking around, he could see glass windows broken directly next to him. You can see the wind blowing out that window there. This is just one example of what officials were warning against. The storm grew nearly 70% in power in just 24 hours. Now Governor Edwards has said so far there have been no deaths reported due to the storm. And he's feeling blessed this morning as the effects of the hurricane are half of what the state expected. Reporting in studio, Mike Owens, Fox 51 News.
Thank you very much, Mai. Now to track Hurricane Laura, make sure you have downloaded our East Texas Storm Team mobile app. Follow the storm with our interactive radar and receive the latest alerts about its strength and projected path over East Texas and western Louisiana. So head over to your phone's app store and search for the free East Texas Storm Team app and click download.
We'll be right back. More coverage to come on Hurricane Laura after these messages.
Continuing to track Hurricane Laura, or what's left of it right now, you can see it's becoming less organized over Louisiana, but still definitely a significant storm as it's passing through the Natchitoches area as we speak. The heaviest of rain is in Louisiana. The strongest winds are also in western Louisiana, but I'm still a little concerned about Shelby County. We've had some reports of damage up there, and also in Sabine County, some heavy rain has been falling there. They're under a flash flood warning at this point. Now, around center Texas and parts of Shelby County, we've had reports of trees down, some power lines down, people without power, so we're going to have to watch this area very closely. Now, a little further to the north, we continue to track at least some showers and storms in parts of Cass and Marion County. In eastern counties especially, you guys will see the widespread rain for at least the next couple of hours. Now, Hurricane Laura, it made landfall near Cameron, Louisiana a little earlier on this morning. The heaviest of rain starting to shift into parts of northern Louisiana. And once again, our eastern counties, you guys will be in for some of the rain, at least over the next 2, maybe 3 hours for us. Temperatures in the 70s right now. Rain cooled air to our east. A little bit of sunshine actually being picked up there in Athens, Palestine, and Crockett, where their temperatures are in the middle 70s. So here's Futurecast. Showers and thunderstorms continue over at least the next couple of hours. That's noontime. But look at our western central counties. We're hardly seeing anything at all, maybe even a few peaks of sunshine, which means we'll get a little warmer than expected today. 2 o'clock, showers and storms continue to push off to the north and to the east, and then by the time we roll into 5 o'clock this evening and overnight tonight, we will start to see all of this move off to our north and east. So over your next several days, rain chances are in play for our eastern counties today, 96 on Friday, and then it gets hot Saturday and Sunday with middle to upper 90s back in the forecast, which is a little more August-like for us here in East Texas. Deep East Texas, we're following the same trend. We've got 180 in the forecast today, 95 for your Friday, but it's getting hot again this weekend. For the latest weather forecast, you can head on over to our website. That is fox51.com.
Thank you, Carson. It's 8:47. Breaking news this morning. A major crash in Lufkin has spilled fuel all over a major intersection. According to the Texas Department of Transportation, a heavy truck crashed near the intersection of Denman Avenue and U.S. Highway 69 South. Fox 51's Sarah Allegre is live in Lufkin right now. Sarah, tell us what's happening at the scene right now.
Good morning, Isaac. I'm live here at Loop 287 in US 69 South, and right now they're working on clearing up the scene, but I have good news for you. No one has been hurt. It was only one vehicle. It was a heavy loading truck. Now I'm going to show you a bit of where we're seeing the damage in the area. It looks like we're getting some guardrail damage, but besides that, that's all we're really seeing. Fuel spill is along the roads, but they're currently cleaning up the area. And as for now, officers just asked that motorists just stay out of the way. They're currently cleaning up the scene and it's almost cleared up. We're just glad to know that everyone is safe. I'm reporting to you live in Lufkin. Sarah Allegre, Fox 51 News.
That's great to hear, Sarah. We'll be right back. You're watching Fox 51. Good day.